mess with the trap, then it's doomsday. Dog got the mud, Bobby Boucher. Play like any given Sunday. Still go to service on Tuesdays. We gotta get to the end zone. They say like we in the end zone. This that new pep rally anthem. Play this when you bout to win though. This is that 2-minute warning. We bout to ball like we Wilson, talking like Russell. We hit the field every morning. Your team is not that important. We got the muscle. Your team is still on the warm up. We coming out of the corners, ready to rumble. This for the ones in the crowd. I need y'all to scream this out loud. Now we gotta.
Primetime Preps visits Cedarburg tonight. It's the Cedarburg Bulldogs taking on the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes in a pivotal North Shore Conference matchup. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in to our broadcast tonight on Primetime Preps. I'm John Weiser along with Terry Kelly as we get set for Week 5 of the high school football season, a big matchup between a pair of 1-1 teams.
Halfway through the season, you've got to try to get to that 4-win mark in your conference. Both teams need this one.
Both teams, as I said, come in 1-1. A loss tonight, not fatal, but certainly hurts you going down the stretch.
Yeah, you've got some tough opponents ahead, so you can't blow this one.
Cedarburg, a coaching change during the offseason. Brian Lier has stepped down. Mac McDonald comes over from Kettle Moraine to take over this ball club.
Right, he said, the Cedarburg community was a tremendous opportunity for him and his family. They liked what they saw here. They enjoyed Kettle Moraine, but sometimes change is good.
Jake Walter, the head football coach over at Whitefish Bay High School, kind of concerned tonight the injury bug has really bitten the team.
Lost a couple of really outstanding players. Mace Miskell, for one, his leading receiver on the season, is out for the game with a shoulder injury.
We'll see how this turns out here tonight. Let's take a look now at our players that we'll keep an eye on tonight. We'll start first for Cedarburg.
Well, Jacob Rundy, running back, their leading rusher on the year. And he's going to be joined by Ryan Lemke, a tight end, not only the leading receiver, but an outstanding blocker.
Defensively for the Bulldogs tonight,
Lucas Peterman in the defensive backfield, kind of is a glue that holds that group together. And Reggie Welsh at linebacker, their leading tackler on the season.
On the other sideline tonight for Whitefish Bay offensively, a familiar name.
Yes, Coach Walter will watch his son Chase, who started last year as a sophomore, starting to come into his own this year. And Cave Ziegler, offensive tackle, plays both ways. Lots of potential. They think he's got a great future.
Pair of seniors on that defensive core for Whitefish Bay.
Robert Grano at linebacker. He's at 2 all-conference selections at both offense and defense. And Reggie Hart in the defensive backfield, one of the outstanding athletes on the team.
We'll see if the Cedarburg Bulldogs can get their running game going tonight. That's been somewhat of a question mark for them so far this year. Meanwhile, how does Whitefish Bay respond to the injury bug? All that's going to be settled here in just a couple of minutes. Kickoff is moments away right here on My 24. getting set for our matchup here tonight on Primetime Preps. A big matchup here in the North Shore Conference. Cedarburg hosting Whitefish Bay. Cedarburg winning last year's matchup at Whitefish Bay 56-21. They rolled up 330 yards on the ground in that victory. Let's head now to our coin toss tonight, brought to you by the United States Army. Be all that you can be. Cedarburg in the dark jerseys, Whitefish Bay in the light color. Whitefish Bay will get the call. Also joining Cedarburg out there tonight, Terry Crowley-Harmala, Tammy Laskasik-Burgundy, Janet Kleinert, and Peggy DeSorsi. These are the honorary captains tonight from the Cedarburg class of 1980. Whitefish Bay winning the toss. They have deferred. Cedarburg will get the football to begin our game here tonight. Again, our coin toss brought to you by the United States Army. Be all you can be. Now we're going to pause and enjoy our national anthem tonight from Cedarburg High School. We're ready for some football tonight. Gruber Law Office's Primetime Preps presented by Marquette University. There's our officials tonight. Bill Topp, our referee, and his crew, Justin Marion, John Lagu, Andy Gallion, and Corey Manlick. Veteran crew they are. As we said, Whitefish Bay winning the toss, deferring to the second half. Bulldogs will get the football to start this game. New head coach Matt McDonald. Matt's been trying to find a running game here over the first 3-4 weeks.
His offensive line just hasn't quite come together as of yet, and so that's one of the things that's going to be the key to the game. Do they gel? Do they finally start putting things together? They like to get that running game to help set up their passing game. And conversely, Whitefish Bay, a couple of the starters that they would have expected. We mentioned Mace Minsky, key member of that defensive backfield, is going to be out. They've had to make some substitutions. I don't know if the camera can catch on the sideline the number of guys from Whitefish Bay in street clothes. They've been kind of bit by the injury bug early on, starting with the Madison Memorial game.
This is Elis Yarzma, the senior, does the kicking and punting for Whitefish Bay. Back deep to receive for the Bulldogs. Eli Lemke, Lucas Peterman, and Robert Pascula. Our kickoffs are brought to you by the Milwaukee Building and Construction Trades Council, building communities and careers, and we are underway. And taking it from the 5-yard line is Lemke. Cuts back to his right, can't get to the 20. And he is ruled down. Jack Lodel getting downfield on special teams on the stop for Whitefish Bay. So Cedarburg will start at their own 20-yard line.
And Whitefish Bay, a mixture of juniors and seniors on this year's team. They're trying to find kind of an identity. They lost some excellent players from a year ago, but they have some returning starters.
Here's the offense for Cedarburg. Evanoff at quarterback. Honorable mention all conference. Jacob Rundy, their leading ground gainer. Keep an eye on him tonight. Lucas Peterman. I formation. As Rundy getting the call, and he'll take it up to about the 25-yard line for a 5-yard pickup. Brought down on the play once again by Jack Lodel, outside linebacker.
Coming into tonight's game, Lodel has 8.5 tackles, and he's had 2 sacks plus 2 tackles for a loss.
They get Tosin Kolawale back tonight on defense there, number 16. He had been missing for some time. He's an Air Force Academy commit. And they've got a very strong safety and inside linebacker tandem. Second down and a long 5 here. Stack receivers to the top of the screen. 5-man front. Again, they'll try and run it. Nowhere to go. Rundy pulled down and a penalty marker down. This is probably going to be a face mask call here against Whitefish Bay.
Looked like they saw somebody grab a face mask in there. Yes.
It's a personal foul face mask against the Voodoo.
So automatic first down going with that 15-yard walk-off. We'll see it right here. Right there. That was Ziegler, the defensive end. Got up high, got the hand across the face mask that time.
He got his arms extended, and, oftentimes you wind up grabbing on something you didn't intend to do.
So the penalty will move the football out to the 39-yard line for the Bulldogs and a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go pistol with a single back, 2 receivers, a wing on the left side. And a flag at the snap. Got a false start penalty here against Cedarburg.
Yeah, outside linebacker for Whitefish Bay did a little half step, and it caused one of the Cedarburg players to jump.
Let's go downstairs, visit for the first time tonight with Mike McGivern.
So, guys, after returning the kickoff, Eli Lemke is here on the sidelines. They're looking at his left ankle. Looks like a high ankle sprain where they're checking with him. He's limping pretty bad and in a lot of pain. Not sure you're going to see him anymore tonight, boys.
Well, it takes another weapon away from Cedarburg tonight at that wide receiver spot.
One of the things that head coach Walter was worried about, along with his defensive coordinator Aaron Shane, at the number of formations that Cedarburg employs.
Double stack, 5-receiver look. Pressure coming from the left side, and gets the pass away, and it is ruled incomplete. Intended for the tight end, Ryan Lemke. Evanoff under pressure coming from that left side once again. That defense, and that was Robert Grano, honorable mention, all-conference inside linebacker, providing that pressure.
Yeah, Whitefish Bay is kind of in the same situation we've seen for a number of weeks. A number of their players going both ways. Grano was a first-team selection last year as an offensive guard.
2nd and 15 from the 34. Again, a different look here. 5 receivers, 3 here to the near side, including the tight end. It's going to be a quarterback keep. Evanoff gets across the line of scrimmage for a couple before he is buried at the 37-yard line. Mark Banks, nickelback in that time, able to come in and make the stop. So key third down here in this early going. Coming off a win last week against Nicolet, 9-6, the final in that one.
3 field goals.
They'll bring Lemke in, the tight end, to the left side. Single back. That is Rundy. Fake to Rundy. Evanoff going to air it out down the far side. Trying to drop it in, and it goes incomplete right through the hands of the intended target, Lucas Peterman. D.D. Brimley out there in coverage for the Dukes.
Yeah, Brimley, one of those substitutes tonight for Mace Miskell. Stayed with his man, did a fine job. Got that hand right on his bicep and able to pull it away from the ball.
So a couple of penalties doomed this drive here for Cedarburg. Robert Pascula in to punt.
Yeah, this was going to be an adventure figuring out, Coach Walter, who he's going to return punts as he lost.
This is Reggie Hart. Signals for a fair catch. Muffed it. Ball loose on the turf.
The punt is muffed, but recovered by
And the Blue Dukes recover.
Ball's going to be at the 35.
It was Reggie Hart signaling the fair catch and had trouble corralling the punt. So we'll get the look at the offense here for the first time tonight. Chase Walter, the quarterback, 6'3", 185, a junior, leading that attack. Good two-sport athlete, excellent baseball pitcher. Lateef Love and Caden Kelly in that backfield, but Ace Miskell out. That's 20 receptions and 4 touchdowns, not available tonight. In motion is Brimley on the jet motion, and he is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage back at the 32-yard line. Pascula chased him down for Cedarburg.
It's a case when he watches the film, if he had turned up, he might have had a better chance to gain some yardage.
Loss of 4 as we look at that starting defense for Cedarburg. Ryan Lemke, all-conference, honorable mention at defensive end. Robert Pascula, second-team all-conference at outside linebacker. And a very good secondary. 2nd and 14. Brimley. Driven back across the 35-yard line. Jacob Rundy, the outside linebacker, there to make the stop. Take that. That's Lateef Love Jr. on the carry.
Yeah, Lateef has been pretty busy this year. He's got 59 carries on the year and has rushed for 185 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Sets up a 3rd and 9 for Whitefish Bay. Walter on the run, will throw on the run, finds his receiver Reggie Hart right at the sticks. 3 yards beyond the sticks at the 48 for first down.
You know, Reggie Hart, his coaches say what a hard work he is and how smart he is in the football field. Well, that kind of matches what goes on classroom 4.0 GPA. And you could see the quick release that Walter has.
Another look. Toe tap there on the sideline. Keeps the drive going here for the Blue Dukes, but running play up the middle stuffed by Pascula once again. Caden Kelly on the carry, the junior.
Yeah, they're going to be shuffling a number of guys in at the running back position because of Marcus Webb being out as well. Got to shuffle some people to the wide receiver slots.
This time Walter will go under center. He'll hand it off. Trying to cut the corner left side. Nice running room that time by Love. Into Cedarburg territory. Going to be stopped shy of the first down. Let's see. Indeed. Going to be about a yard shy. Brought down again by Pascula.
You could see that time he planted his foot. He saw the seam where he could turn it up. Gained some good yardage.
3rd and 1. Picking his way forward is Kelly. Kelly will get the first down to the 40-yard line. Once again, Robert Pascula busy out there defensively with the stop.
Pascula was a second-team all-conference performer last year for Cedarburg.
Good patience. Broke it back to his left. Another Adam first down. Our first downs brought to you by Adam, the Automobile Dealers Association of Mega Milwaukee. First possession for Whitefish Bay. Cedarburg punted on their first possession. Once again, Kelly bottled up in the backfield, able to make something out of that. get some positive yardage. Sean Seiler there to make the stop. Seiler 6'2", 265 and a senior. He goes both ways. Inside tackle on defense, left tackle on offense. Chase Walter will bring the play in from the sideline. Four-man front here for Cedarburg. Walter with plenty of time. Again working the sideline, and again a nice catch by Reggie Hart inside the 20 or inside the 30-yard line at the 27. It's two nice catches on this drive to the sideline, working the edges here offensively.
See if we can get the nice toe tap he did. Stay in bounds.
Nice job there. Keeps the drive alive here for Whitefish Bay. And a quick handoff here. Trying to go up the middle. Not much there. Stout Bulldog defense there. Seiler was in on the stop. Finn Sproul on the carry. His first carry tonight. The 5'11", 170-pound senior.
Now last week, even though Homestead kind of dominated Whitefish Bay, Coach Walter felt that in some ways that was one of the best performances by Chase Walter throwing the ball, and that there were some things that they were doing well offensively. Their special teams let them down a little bit last week.
Under center, split backfield. This is Love. Inside the 20. Tough to bring down. Gets it to about the 19-yard line. Ethan Paulson getting some help there. Taking the stop for Cedarburg.
One of the things Coach McDonald said, along with his defensive coordinator, John Vertigan, they wanted to read the pulling guards. That's always been part of the Whitefish Bay offense with Coach Walter's presence there. And they've been running that off-tackle play, getting a pull to help either kick out or pull through and get the linebacker.
Into the red zone, brought to you by Bryant and Stratton College. Again, a nice cutback to the left. Gets it down to the 15-yard line. Seiler and Simon Sumorin also there on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Ball be on the 15, the first down and 10.
Yeah, another Adam first down, just methodically taking it down the field, taking time off the clock, under 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Again, Kelly dives his way forward inside the 15.
You know, if you can average that 3.5 yards per carry, you're going to get first downs. One of the things they were wondering with Cedarburg, they have done a lot of blitzing in the past, and so Whitefish Bay was working heavily on how do you block inside out to take away the impact of those blitzing linebackers.
And they run the old reverse here, coming around the near side, taking people down to the 1-yard line. First carry tonight for Tosin Kolawale, working him on offense tonight.
Right, Tosin, as we mentioned a little earlier, went down in the Madison Memorial game. Air Force Academy commit.
Sets up first and goal for Whitefish Bay. From the 1-yard line, Chase Walter will work under center. Stutter step. Kelly falls forward. And he's going to be stopped short.
Right up the middle is stopped to be second down and goal.
So we'll set up a second and goal. We'll get another look.
Got pretty close.
Okay. time from inside the 1 yard line.
You see those linebackers right up in the A gap.
Walter will take it himself for the touchdown.
Not quite the tush push, but he got
It
a
worked.
surge.
Very good drive here for Whitefish Bay. Force Cedarburg to punt on their first possession and then march it down the field, taking time off the clock as they did. Now the extra point. Elis Yarsma. It's that one up and through. 7-0. We'll take a break. Minute 1 second remaining here in this first quarter. Whitefish Bay takes their first possession to the house.
Stay connected to Gruber Lobster's Primetime Preps football presented by Marquette University all season long on my24milwaukee.com. Two family comedies serve up laughs, love, and dinner time delights weeknights on My24. Take a blast from the past with the Goldbergs at 5 and experience life in Lanford with the Connors at 6 on My Place for Laughs, My24. Have a personal injury case, hurt in an accident? Contact Gruber offices. One call, that's all. Milwaukee Building Trades members work hard to build landmark structures in our cities. MBCTC, building communities and careers. Visit the Primetime Preps fan zone to learn more about My24's community planners and attends now through now.
Hey folks, let's hear it for a couple of our teachers tonight.
Two family comedies serve up laughs, love, and dinner time delights on My24. Take a blast from the past with the Goldbergs at 5. Then navigate life in Lanford with the Connors at 6. That's weeknights right here on My24. Whitefish Bay gets on the board first. This kick will angle its way out of bounds. A problem the last couple of ball games for Whitefish Bay.
Plus, last week they gave up 2 returns on kicks.
Yep.
And once again, when you're letting that team get that easy score real quickly like that, that really puts you in kind of a double hole.
That's going to place the ball.
So Cedarburg will get the ball at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Bulldogs.
We'll see how this injury situation plays itself out here for Cedarburg. Eli Lemke went down on the opening kickoff. He is still being tended to on the training table, and he's their starting wide receiver, also starting cornerback on defense.
Yeah, it looks like the ankle is blowing up a little bit, so he's probably out for the game. Okay, you had a different formation this time by Cedarburg with kind of the double H-back, trying to pull a guy through that hole.
Rundy will take it to the 40-yard line, out to the 41. Gain of about 6 for Jacob Rundy. Reggie Hart and Troy Bolden there to make the stop for Whitefish Bay.
Yeah, Rundy's ground out 342 yards in the ground so far.
You know, each week we're going to highlight a hit of the game, and that is brought to you by the Milwaukee Admirals. Hockey season upon us. Can't wait. Rundy again dives forward, short of the 45, short of the first down. And Rundy, 77 carries for 342 yards coming into the game tonight. Colin Smith was there on the stop.
Trying to follow behind Sam Weber and Grady Tom on that right side. Weber, 6 feet, 275-pound junior. Grady Tom, 6'4", 230, a junior.
That's going to run out our clock here in this first quarter from Cedarburg High School. Whitefish Bay on top. They take their first possession into the end zone. 7-0 Whitefish Bay. Primetime Preps on My24.
helping My 24 Sports put a spotlight on special student athletes who go above and beyond both in the classroom and on the field of play. Congratulations to Cedarburg's own Kaylin Story, who is now in the running to receive $5,000 in scholarship funds thanks to our partners at Menards. Save big money at Menards. And now, get in your feet and make some noise as the My 24 Sports team does a Gruber Offices Primetime Preps T-shirt toss. All right, folks, another teacher appreciation. Parker Jacobson would like to recognize Mr. Dimmer as being the best teacher in the building. His understanding of everything will always help. He wants what is best for all of us and trying every day to make people who take his classes better somehow. And one more teacher, Peter Zarnecki, would like to recognize.
Fast first quarter. Each team with one possession in that first quarter. Technically Cedarburg with two, but they start the second quarter with the football, facing a 3rd and 1 from their own 44-yard line. With Mike McGivern and Terry Kelly, John Weiser with you from Cedarburg High School. First visit in about 15 years since we've been here to Cedarburg High School. Beautiful facility, and now we've got penalty flags at the snap.
It's again that one of the Whitefish Bay defensive linemen flinched. Offensive lineman for Cedarburg reacted.
Takes him from 3rd and short to 3rd and 6. Here's Mike.
Hey guys, I'm here with Jose Martin, Ironworkers Local 8. Jose, talk to me a little bit about what you guys do and what you talk to high school seniors and juniors about.
Yeah, so what we do is we build all the buildings, the bridges, anything that does with iron. And what I tell high school seniors about is the opportunity that we give them, the great career. It's not just a job. We have benefits.
Jose, I love the fact that you talked about it being a career and not just a job for guys this age.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's long-term. You build a really strong career. You work into your 30s, 50s. You can retire whenever you want.
Yeah, a lot of pride in the work you guys do.
Oh, 100%.
Jose, it's good to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Boys, back to you.
Rundy stops short of the 41-yard line, brings up 4th and 4. Cedarburg appears to be going for it here.
They've brought in another tight end. Nick Zarnecki comes in. See what kind of a formation they show up in this time.
Taking a lot of time here on the play clock, starting to wind down. Fourth and 4 from their own 41.
Get a punt, I think.
Oh, there it's false start again as the entire offensive line pulled out of their stance. Mental mistakes tonight so far costing the Bulldogs field position.
Yeah, offensive coordinator Dom Capozzo can't look at this and say, wait, this is not what we were planning on having happen. And I don't think Whitefish Bay is deliberately trying to draw them offside. I think it's really a case their defensive linemen are jumping partially because Cedarburg varies their snap count quite a bit. Something Coach McDonald pointed out to us, but it might be having a negative effect on his team.
They bring Pascula in now to punt. Lewis had it, dropped it inside the 20, going to fall on it back at the 15-yard line. Another adventure back there for Reggie Hart. With us earlier, the first punt tonight, he called for a fair catch and couldn't haul it in. This one got away from him once again.
Well, you're getting pressed into service with something you haven't done all year. That's been Mace Miskey's job to return punts.
So we'll spot it at the 15-yard line. Blue Dukes with their second possession tonight. Frieder to the outside on the top of the screen. In motion is Brimley. Handed off inside, across the 20, out to about the 23-yard line. Nice run by Latif Love once again. Brought down on the play by Sumoran.
How they pulled Caven Ziegler from his left guard position. He led through the hole. And if you can follow an excellent athlete at 6'4", 235, kind of get into that linebacker makes your job as a running back much, much easier.
So far early on, the Blue Dukes winning both sides of the line of scrimmage tonight, offensively and defensively. Gain of 8 sets up 2nd and 2. Once again, just goes right up the middle for the first down.
You can see they shot a linebacker that time, Reggie Welsh. Made him miss. Watch, patient, stepped.
He got too deep into the backfield. It was Schutte who finally brought him down, but yeah, you can see he was in the right spot. He just got too deep into the backfield. If he would have just stood there and waited a fraction of a second, would have been there to make the play. Another Adam first down for Whitefish Bay. 9:20 to go here in this first half. Chase Walter, a junior. Played as a sophomore last year. Now a timeout taken here by the Blue Dukes. Jake Walter did not like what he saw out there. Wanted to get his offense here and discuss it as we go downstairs to Mike McGivern.
So, guys, I'm here with Adam Jacobson. He is the president of the Cedarburg Youth Football Team and this entire organization. How long have you been part of this?
Since 2018. I've been a coach. I've been president for the last few years. So we're excited about the growth we've had in the last few years. Obviously, the dynamic of the Cedarburg football. It's been awesome the last few years especially.
How many kids involved?
About 150 right now.
How about coaches?
Gosh, we're close to 40 coaches now.
Boy, you got to love that, Adam. You know, I thank you so much in the AAYFL for getting being a part of what we're doing here on Friday nights. Look, these kids you're coaching up are the future of high school sports.
Well, absolutely. It's a special place in my heart for the senior class. I coached them in 8th grade from 5th grade on. So these seniors out here, they've got a special place right here. But Cedarburg in general, we've been lucky enough to have the foundation set with Coach Lear. And now we got Coach Mack to take us forward. So you couldn't ask for a better situation.
No, you really can't. Guys, go out and support these coaches and players. Free youth football. And go to AAYFL.org to check out their schedule. Adam, thank you very much. Thanks. Boys, back to you.
Mike, thank you very much. Caden Kelly on the call that time. Got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Whitefish Bay.
We'll see if Cedarburg starts to adjust to the pulling guards, the speed with which Whitefish Bay can run their inside game, and see if they've been able to make some adjustments.
Mac McDonald walking toward us here in the camera. Came over from Kettle Moraine where he had some success.
State championship year in 22.
Now whistles at the snap. We got a false start here against Whitefish Bay.
You'd like to get this part of the season and have worked out some of those bugs that you see in your first 2 or 3 games. We're at that midpoint, game 5. You want to start to be rounding into top form for that stretch drive.
False start penalty sets up a 2nd and 15 back at the 23-yard line. Chase Walter will work in under center, split backfield, 2 receiver look. He'll hand it off and trying to come around the right side, nowhere to go. With the carry that time was Sproul, and Ethan Paulson able to get in there from his defensive tackle position.
Yeah, Sean Seiler got into the backfield right off the snap and disrupted the flow of that play.
So the penalty has put them behind the chains here, 3rd and 15. Of course, they've been able to find that out route here with Reggie Hart. See if they go back to that here. Hart lined up bottom of your screen. Looking left, now back over the middle. Looking for Hart, and it's thrown short.
And Walter's pass is incomplete to be 4th down.
And we'll come up with 4th down. Not a good throw there. I don't know if he got hit as he was throwing that time or got tipped at the line, but
they started putting some pressure on Chase. He couldn't get his feet set, so he was trying to wheel that downfield all on arm strength. And this has been another part of the game for Whitefish Bay, where giving up the kick returns and the punt game not being quite as efficient as they'd like.
Without Lemke returning punts, that's a different returner out there now for Cedarburg. Yarsman nearly had that blocked. Fair catch signaled for and made by Lucas Peterman. He'll be at the 44-yard line for Cedarburg. Let's head to Mike McGivern.
So, guys, I'm here with the Cedarburg Dance and Pom, correct? Hey, Samantha, is that your name? How long you been doing this?
I've been doing this since I was 4.5 years old.
Since you were 4, you're going to continue once you go into high school?
Yep.
What's your favorite sport to do this in? Football, basketball?
Probably football.
Yeah. Aubrey, how long you been doing this?
Since I've been 4, so like 9 years.
So you guys been doing it together a long time. Will you continue when you get to high school?
Yes.
How fun is it to work with kids, this age and even younger?
It's pretty fun, yeah.
Coach, you like this team?
They are amazing and fantastic. It's really fun to work with them.
Guys, I got to get out of the way. You guys ready, dude? I don't know, give me a cheer or something. Or just get the pom-poms going. I'm getting out of the way. There you go.
All right, first down play. They attempt the pass to Lucas Peterman, well defended by George Frieder on the near corner.
George Frieder was kind of using his hip to edge that receiver to the sideline, take away a chance for that deep ball.
They'll bring in Samorin in now as a wide receiver on 2nd and 10. And now again, problems at the snap.
Flag on the play.
And that was a case where when Cedarburg switched their lineup, moved their guys from the right to the left, the Whitefish Bay defense had to move to find a new side that was strength. That in turn pulled off another of the offensive linemen.
Focus. That's what you need out there. Focus. Now Schutte in at a running back. Alex Evanoff, honorable mention, all conference at quarterback a year ago. Threw for over 1,800 yards and 13 touchdowns. Facing a 2nd and 15 from his own 39. A swipe play, and they swing it out. Peterman with a nice grab, able to haul it in at the 45-yard line. Once again, Frieder draped all over him.
45 to be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Frieder coming into tonight's game at cornerback had 7 solo tackles plus an interception on the year.
Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Their own 45-yard line. And again, the plays are signaled in by card on the sideline. Then they check the wristbands. Everybody's going to that now with the wristband check and numbers and letters meaning something. We haven't never figured it out yet. This brilliant staff up here in the press box, we just have never gotten to figure any of those signs out. You of all people, Terry.
Well, some of them are dummy calls too. That's a case where they've got a guy sending in a signal and it's a fake. So
timeout taken here by Cedarburg. Thought you were going to mean dummy call as
no,
dummy making the call, but
we mentioned
Mr. Leitner, because he's one of my favorite teachers, teaching my favorite subject. He always brings life into class.
I think we're going to take our timeout here is what we're going to do. Timeout by the Bulldogs. We'll take a break as well. 7-0 Whitefish Bay on My 24.
Catch all 5 WLC home games on My Place for Sports, My 24.
There is no off-season. The NFL Network team huddles up to bring you all of the latest from around the league with Good Morning Football Overtime. That's weekday mornings from 10 to noon on CW 18. 3rd and 9 following the timeout. They'll go to the air. Evanoff trying to go over the middle looking for his tight end, Lemke. And he was hit as he went up for that football. And an incomplete pass brings up 4th down.
Al Lemke, a University of Minnesota Duluth commit. We mentioned him in our pregame talk. Not only is he a fine receiver, but an excellent blocker at that tight end position.
Piscula in to punt. Reggie Hart back inside the 20. Actually, 2 men back there now. Hart and Frieder. Fair catch signaled for by Hart and made at the 17-yard line. This week on Faith in the Zone, Mike McGivern will be joined by Joy Solomon. She's the former athletic director at Rowan University in New Jersey. That's Faith in the Zone, Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart radio app. Midway through this second quarter, 7-0 Whitefish Bay. Blue Dukes scoring on their first possession tonight. Marched it right down the field. From the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. It's power run that time by Hart, or by Love, I should say. Latif Love, brought down by Connor Plunk.
And not only do you get the pulling guard coming through the hole, you've got that man lined up in the slot leading the way.
Gain of about 3 out to the 20-yard line, sets up 2nd and 7. Put Reggie Hart wide out to the far side. Use that motion to try and take your focus off the run game, but Love stacked up for a short gain of about 2. Looks like Jack Schutte was in there for the Bulldogs.
All right, this is a 1st down. Whitefish Bay would obviously like to grind out. You don't want to give the ball back to Cedarburg in better field position than they've had.
Well, they've been sending a couple up that A gap here on 3rd down and 5. Let's see what Bulldog defensive coordinator John Vertigan has drawn up here.
Yeah, we've noticed Walter likes to go on the rollout for his passes to get away from that blitz. Here they come.
Yep, dumps it out. Love with the catch. Gets out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll mark it near the 32. Gain of 10 and a 1st down, and a nice look that time. Facing pressure, rolling right, able to deliver the football.
Yeah, one of the ways to defeat those AA blitzes is have that back swing out to the edge. The edge becomes a little more susceptible when you're bringing both of those linebackers. Wide receivers take their coverage up the field.
Another Adam 1st down at the 32-yard line. Love pulled down for a loss of 1. Like it was Cameron Sturm. Here's Mike.
Hey, guys, you know what's rough? When a 6-year-old throws the ball better than me. This is Miles McDonald. His dad is the head football coach here at Cedarburg. Miles, who's your favorite football team?
My dad.
My dad. The Bulldogs. Say Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
6 years old, Miles throws the ball way better than I do. Terry Kelly, I don't want to hear one word from you. Back to you, boys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Little delay on the reverse, coming around the side. Getting outside to the 40-yard line near the 1st down. Really nice run that time. Kolawale, that's his 2nd carry tonight by Tosin Kolawale, and it was Peterman who brought him down.
Coach Walter told me Kolawale was only going to play defense as he came back. I think a couple of the injuries have obviously changed that plan.
Ball is on the 41. It'll be first down and 10.
Gain out to the 41-yard line. Sets up another first down here for Whitefish Bay. 3:25 to go here in this first half. This is Love around the right side for a couple. Check that. Kelly. Caden Kelly. Seiler with the tackle. It's 5 tackles so far tonight for Sean Seiler.
Yeah, coming into tonight's game, Caden Kelly had only had 16 carries on the year. Obviously, you know, this slow and methodical approach, it's given them winning the clock, but you're not getting the scores. That's
And he'll hand it off. Again, Love circles around, get out to the 45-yard line.
Regis Buses a tackle. Make it third down and 6.
Short gain of about 3, sets up 3rd and 6. 2.5 minutes to go. Whitefish Bay with 2 timeouts remaining. Let's see if they dial up something deep here. They're going to man coverage out there on Reggie Hart. That's Peterman out there on Hart. Left side, play fake. That's who they're looking for. Going for the home run, looking for Hart. Circles back, makes the catch at the 20. Inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Jack Schutte got him to the turf. "34-yard pickup."
Yeah, Hart got free deep, and the ball didn't hit him in stride. They're still going to love the result of the play.
Thank you.
Kind of ran that pattern down the hash mark and drifted toward the middle of the field. That's where he lost Peterman. And sets them up in the red zone. Brought to you by Bryant and Stratton College. Team gets inside the 20. It's the Bryant and Stratton College red zone. Built different for you. Love with the carry. Connor Plunk there on the stop. This is huge now for Whitefish Bay. They can control the clock, and if they can get in the end zone here and go up 2 scores at halftime, plus they'll get the football to start the second half. Frieder split out to the left side. Split backfield. Again, they'll just run it up that right side with Love between the hashes with under a minute to go. Ryan Lemke there to make the tackle.
Whitefish Bay trying to hang on to those 2 timeouts they've got. 3rd down.
Now they'll bring their receiving package in now as they'll take Love out and Janzak out. The running backs bring in a couple more receivers. Taking a lot of time here, 25 seconds to go in the half. Hart and Kolawale. They'll throw it to Kolawale, breaks a tackle, keeps his feet driving inside the 15, and they'll have to take a timeout here, and it'll stop the clock with 8 seconds to go here in the half. It'll be short of the first down.
Probably going to consider taking a field goal.
It was a good call there because they had the man coverage on Hart and went back to the slot receiver in Kolawale.
Fortunate to be his because he's his favorite teacher and is very positive. He's also very patient and kind, which makes him a great teacher.
Jake Walter, who's also the offensive coordinator.
Must have some interesting discussions at the dinner table, I would imagine.
Son being the quarterback. Well, coming up at halftime, we'll have the Current Electric halftime report. We'll highlight this week's Menards Scholar Athlete nominees, and we'll meet a few of our sponsors. We'll also take a look at first half highlights. That's all coming up. Moments away, the Current Electric halftime report.
And Regis Wells has selected Senora Schrader because she helped him throughout class that I wasn't very good at.
Big thank you tonight to the good folks at Bunzel's Old Fashioned Meat Market and their catering services, helping fuel our Primetime Preps crew tonight with some great food. Ham Sammy, that'll fill you up. Bunzel's does a great job.
Excellent reputation throughout the Milwaukee area for them.
They will go for a field goal here. Be a 32-yarder, middle of the field for Elis Jarsma. Snap down, kick up, and it is no good.
And the kick is no good.
Wide of the right upright. And so a scoring chance goes by the wayside as we get another look. Just missed the right upright. So Cedarburg will get the ball at the 20-yard line. They dodged the bullet.
Got a chance to double dip that time with the Whitefish Bay, get the score at the end of the half, get the ball to start the second half.
Evanoff will take the knee to end our first half here at Cedarburg High School in beautiful Cedarburg, Wisconsin. North Shore Conference matchup tonight between a pair of 1-1 teams, and it's the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes with the lead here at the half. 7-0 Whitefish Bay. Stay tuned. The Current Electric halftime report comes your way next here on My 24. Welcome back. It's the Current Electric halftime report here on My 24, part of our Primetime Preps broadcast. 7-0 Whitefish Bay on top of Cedarburg. Let's head downstairs. Well, first we'll do our Scholar Athlete. Let's get our Scholar Athlete out of the way. Brought to you by Menards. And from Cedarburg High School tonight, our nominee is Kaylin Sorey. Kaylin competes in volleyball and carries a 4.232 GPA. She's a member of the National Honor Society and a National History Day competitor. Kaylin is a two-time All-Conference selection and was chosen Offensive Player of the Year in 2024. She was also selected as captain of the volleyball team. Kaylin is both a member and buddy in the Best Buddies program, a 414 Milwaukee Elite player and player committee member, and a member of the FCA leadership team. In the words of Athletic Director John Heyman, Kaylin exudes the qualities a student athlete should have: dedication, passion, responsibility, and leadership. Congratulations to Kaylin, our nominee tonight. She'll be in the running to receive a $5,000 scholarship brought to you by the great folks at Menards. Save big money at Menards. Now we'll go downstairs to Mike McGivern.
Hey, guys, thank you very much. Hank Byer. He is Service Director, Newman Chevrolet, a Cedarburg graduate, by the way. Hey, we had talked about it. When you talk to kids this age, junior, senior in high school, if they have a lot of interest in being a service technician, but they've never done it, and they haven't been trained, what do you tell them?
There's a lot of opportunities in the schools. We've recently worked with kids in Grafton's program, training for a test at Techs for Tomorrow through Adam. They spent a couple of months, several nights a week working with our technicians, learning the trade, learning the skills in a real-world situation.
And Hank, look, we talk a lot on this, that there's a job and a career. This is a career they can get involved in.
Absolutely. There's great opportunity. It's not just oil changes and tire rotations. The technology in these cars is taking on a whole different look from 20 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years you've been there. You like this gig, huh?
I do like this gig.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's great. The people are wonderful. At Newman Chevrolet, we are truly a family that way. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I hear nothing but good things about Newman, and I thank Adam for getting involved in what we do, and for us to be able to highlight, promote, and celebrate the kids being able to get involved in your industry, and it's just not being a technician. There's a lot of different areas.
Oh, absolutely. There's the standard technician, but there's body technicians, there's sales, there are service writers, there's finance people, there's office staff. There's a lot to it.
Hank, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Boys, back to you.
The Current Electric halftime report will continue right after this on My 24.
Let's have a round of applause for all our dancers. Good job, girl. Now taking the field, please welcome the Cedarburg High School Marching Bulldogs. Cedarburg's 2025 show is titled Find Your Way, featuring themes from Mozart, La Cremosa, Greeks, and the Hall of Mounted Kings, Imogen Heap's Hide and Seek, and Moskorsky's Pictures at an Exposition. The Cedarburg High School Marching Band is under the direction of Andrew Westgate and Assistant Director Emily Brown. Our marching staff includes color guard instructor Jackie Jessison, drumline instructor Nolan Jessison, and drill design by Dale Howard.
The Current Electric halftime report. Halftime here at Cedarburg High School. Whitefish Bay leading the Bulldogs of Cedarburg 7-0. Once again, downstairs we go to Mike McGivern.
So, guys, I'm here with Staff Sergeant George, U.S. Army, West Bend Recruiting Station. Hey, thank you so much for your service, sir. How old were you when you joined?
25 when I first joined the Army.
Okay. And what made you decide to join the U.S. Army?
So I joined the U.S. Army because I like to travel and adventure.
Hey, and where did you grow up? What's the name of the island?
So I grew up in Micronesia. It's a small island by Guam.
Hey, when you get a chance to talk to these kids about what it's like to be in the U.S. Army, what do you tell them? Because the nervousness for these kids this age, they just want to get through boot camp, right?
Yeah, sir. So boot camp actually not that hard. It's pretty fun. You just gotta listen to your drill sergeant, take all commands from the drill sergeant, and you'll be fine.
Hey, when you get done, you have 2 more years here at West Bend recruiting. What will you do then?
So after my 3 years in recruiting, I'll be going back to my old job, which is 19 Delta Cavalry Scout, reconnaissance.
Man, I'll tell you, your family's got to be really proud of you.
Yes, sir.
They are. Hey, thank you so much for your service. Do me a favor and continue to talk to as many of these kids as we can, because we need really strong kids coming out of high school joining the U.S. Army. It's nice to meet you, sir. Again, thank you very much. Boys, back to you.
7-0 Whitefish Bay on top of Cedarburg. Well, earlier this week, Mike had the opportunity to sit down and visit with the women's basketball coach at Bryant and Stratton College.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Avi Young. She is the new head women's basketball coach here at Bryant Stratton. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hey, so we talked a little bit about your background, and you played at Milwaukee King. You played at UWM and up at Madison, and you also played for your father. What kind of experience was that like for you?
As an adult now, I'm very grateful and blessed. You know, as a kid, it had its ups and downs, but I'm thankful for all that he's taught me, and he's really the reason that I'm here today.
To be able to recruit some of the great women basketball players here at the high school level, not only in the state of Wisconsin, but throughout the country. Pretty excited about this opportunity.
Yes, I've devoted a lot of my professional life to provide opportunities, especially for our up-and-coming youth, our athletes. So it's really great to have this opportunity to provide more than just, youth programming.
As far as the kind of coach you're going to be, up-tempo, are you more of a half-court, man, zone? What are you thinking?
I know it's really just depending on what our team looks like, but I am a conditioned, fast-paced person. I love to get up and down, so I know it really starts with being conditioned. We're going to try to run the game.
I think this program at Bryant Stratton is in great hands. It's so good to see you. Back to you, boys.
Mike, thank you very much, and thanks to Bryant and Stratton College for their sponsorship this season here on My 24. We'll head to a break. The Current Electric halftime report will continue from Cedarburg High School. Whitefish Bay on top, 7-0. Back after this on My 24.
You're staying until we tear down. Let's stop more.
We looked at each other, we knew. Right when you said it, I'm like,
It's the Current Electric halftime report, 7-0 Whitefish Bay on top of Cedarburg. Time now to take a look at our first half highlights. They're brought to you by Carthage College. Your turn to make waves. And really, after forcing Cedarburg on their opening drive to punt, Whitefish Bay went to work with a couple of toe taps out to the outside.
Number 84, Reggie Hart. If you like the first one, you're going to enjoy the second one as well.
That set them up into the red zone, and then the end around with Kolawale taking it down to the 1 yard.
Straight arm there.
Yeah, got it down to the 1, and then quarterback Chase Walter finished off the drive going in from the 1 yard line. And that is our score tonight, 7-0 Whitefish Bay. Again, our highlights brought to you by Carthage College. Your turn to make waves, and making waves for Carthage, Ben Garris. He's with Mike McGivern.
Hey, Ben, thank you so much. Here with Ben, he's Director of Admissions Financial Aid at Carthage. I'll tell you what, another record year for attendance.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Carthage, we had a record enrollment this year, well over 930 students for our incoming freshman class. And now is the perfect time to apply for the fall of 2026. It's a great time to come and visit. We are located right on the shores of Lake Michigan in Kenosha, and it's a great time to visit. We do visits Monday through Saturday throughout the fall, and if you did want to meet with a coach, if you wanted to meet with a faculty member, get a tour of campus, meet with myself or one of my colleagues, we have a large amount of days where we would love to have you come and visit. Our scholarships have just opened up as well for the fall of 2026 with many different scholarships. Our presidential scholarship is our largest. We have many departmental scholarships from music and theater to business and nursing. So definitely for those students out there still trying to make that college decision where they want to visit, Carthage is an absolutely fantastic place to spend the next 4 years.
And the amount of money that you guys give away in scholarships each year is incredible.
Yeah, every year we award well over $20 million in scholarships to our incoming class. So there is a lot of scholarship dollars to go around. One of the things that we always hear from families is how can we make this affordable? That's where I come in with myself and the rest of my colleagues at Carthage. We will work with you individually on anything that you guys need for scholarships, for logistical questions. That's what we are there to do and help.
Financial aid?
Absolutely. All of our students, 100% of our students at Carthage do receive financial aid in the form of grants and scholarships that you do not have to pay back. We are always there and willing to work with families so they can make Carthage a possibility.
Hey, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock on my high school sports show on Fox Sports 920, your head coach is coming on. And I love the fact that he's doing such a good job of recruiting kids from the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, Coach Pop has come to Carthage he came to Carthage about 2 years ago, a lot of energy. He is really setting a lot of focus on recruiting students here from the state of Wisconsin and in particular Southeast Wisconsin. So any of you that are watching this and are interested in connecting with any of our coaches, especially football, please feel free to reach out to us and we can help you get those connections started.
Guys, if you've not been on campus at Carthage, if nothing for no other reason, just go and feel what it's like. Take a look at such a beautiful campus right on Lake Michigan. Ben, it's always good to see you, brother. Yeah, boys, back to you.
Ben and Mike, thank you. Carthage College, tall order tomorrow. They got to take on North Central in football tomorrow. We'll be back with a little bit more of our programming here. Current Electric halftime report, 7-0 Whitefish Bay on My 24. just about set for the start of our third quarter tonight. 7-0 Whitefish Bay. Special guest down with Mike. Guys, we got to be on our best behavior. The principal is down on the field with Mike right now.
Yeah, he's looking for Terry Kelly. That's who he's looking for. Once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog. The principal here, Casey Bro, graduated from Cedarburg. Hey, so far so good. Year 5 for you. Still loving it, huh?
Every day. It's a dream. Living the dream.
Hey, the locker room smelled the same from when you were here.
They're much upgraded.
Hey, you tell me, is this something you thought, if I talked to you as a senior in high school and said years from now you're going to be the principal here, what would you have said?
No chance. Peter. Yeah, nobody saw this coming. But
even your parents? Or?
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Hey, let me ask you this. This community loves Cedarburg High School. The middle schools, these kids are all looking forward to getting here. This is a special place for kids. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. My kids are going to school here, so they're. You know, I got a kid playing little guy football, coach of 7th grade football myself. This is a community that loves its schools, its kids, and supports everything. So
and student athletes. They certainly believe highly in their student athletes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Casey, it's good to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for having us, by the way. Boys, back to you.
Mike, thank you. Casey, thank you for having us here tonight. And again, it's Teacher Appreciation Night tonight.
Special night. You know, this is, talk about being a student athlete, so you've got that other part of your life. And notice something that Jake Rundy, the running back, said about Mrs. Acuna. He says, always come to class in a great and positive mood. Lifts everyone up who isn't feeling the same. She always takes the time to talk to her students, help them graciously. She's the most kind teacher I've ever had. She made learning exciting, and I'm grateful to have been impacted by her presence, attitude, and passion. So you love to see that relationship. And so these teachers are wearing those players' jerseys this evening.
And they honored the class of 1980 here tonight. We saw that at the with the coin toss tonight. So a lot of things happening here at Cedarburg. One thing that's not happening is their offense tonight. They've got to get something going here. Now, Whitefish Bay will get the ball to start the second half, but Cedarburg's got to start building something on offense, and part of that might be the Lemke injury.
The young man that you see played both ways. Fortunately for Cedarburg, even though we've seen Whitefish Bay kind of dominate time of possession, they've only put across one score. So, it's a case of you can get back in the game. Can we get things working?
Clean up some of the pre-snap penalties. That's what plagued Cedarburg in that first half. And trying to get some traction with that ground game tonight.
And as we start the second half, your score is Cedarburg Bulldogs 0, the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes 7.
So on the kickoff here, it'll be Frieder and Love, the two deep men for Whitefish Bay. Place kicking done by Aiden McCoy, second team all-conference a year ago. He's 3 for 3 in field goals last year.
3 and 3 this year. That's who won the game against Nicolay.
Yes.
They defeated them 9-6.
Kicked the game winner. So far, the rain has held off. And again, our kickoff's brought to you by the Milwaukee Building and Construction Trade Council. This one's going to go to Frieder. To the 20. Breaks through across the 40 to midfield. And he'll be tackled from behind at the Cedarburg 42-yard line. Excellent return by the junior, George Frieder, brought down by Ben Evanoff.
Little seam opened up. Frieder burst through that.
Couldn't ask for a better start for the Blue Dukes. In positive territory at the Cedarburg 42-yard line.
See what the mindset is here for Whitefish Bay. Are they going to continue to try to grind it out?
Walter will work in under center. Janzak in motion. They will hand it off. This is Caden Kelly for a couple to the 40. Running the football has been their forte tonight. They've been able to get a couple of nice runs together, a couple of nice pass receptions by Reggie Hart on that opening drive. And they got it inside the Bryant and Stratton College red zone to end that first half. Unfortunately, came up empty on the field goal attempt. End around. Janczyk met in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Robert Piscula, the senior outside linebacker, is having an outstanding game tonight. 6 tackles tonight, and they're all solos.
Last year, a second-team all-conference selection. He racked up 85 tackles, 24 season, 9 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions. He held his ground, shut that play down.
Loss back to the 43-yard line makes it 3rd and 11 for the Blue Dukes. Again, Hart lined up here on the near side. Rolling is Walter, looking for Hart. Hart again toe taps on the sideline and makes the reception near the 32-yard line. Let's see if he's got it. No, they're going to give him the first down. Ooh. One more look again. 3rd reception tonight. The fine steps on the sideline. And right at that first down marker at the 32-yard line.
Notice, as we mentioned, to avoid the effect of those blitzes, we've got Walter rolling out all the time, attacking that edge.
So they take the second half kickoff, and then a big play by Hart sets them up at the 32 of Cedarburg. 1st and 10. Kelly picking his way around the right side, thrown to the turf. Brought down by Jack Regenfuss.
On the right, taken down by number 3, Samoran. Who's second down and 6.
Regenfuss, I think, pressed into service when Eli Lemke went out at that cornerback position.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Sproul and Love, the split backfield behind Walter, the quarterback. Play fake, rolling left. Going to go deep, looking for Lewis, and it's incomplete. Or looking for Hart, excuse me. Peterman on the coverage. And they've had success trying to get it wide to Reggie Hart, the 5'10 senior. Again, it appeared Walter trying to roll left, didn't quite get the feet set to get enough on that pass to.
Yeah, didn't get his shoulders set up correctly.
So this will be a 3rd and 6 now from the Cedarburg 28. Defense looking to hold one more time here. Again, Sproul and Love, the backfield. This is Love. Cuts it back inside to the 15. Touchdown, Whitefish Bay. Great job. A Steamfitters 601 touchdown for Lateef Love Jr. Started left, planted that left foot, cut back inside, and the coast was clear to the end zone.
Nice kick out block. There, couldn't quite see if that was Robert Grano working that hole or not.
Yarsma for the extra point. This one is good. 14-0. Whitefish Bay on top of Cedarburg. They take the opening kickoff, return it to the Bulldog 42-yard line. Lewis on Hart, I should say, on 3rd down, made a nice grab at the 32-yard line to keep that drive going, and then it was Lateef Love running it in for the tutty. Well, we have a moment. Let's take it to our Steamfitters 601 message tonight.
Hi, I'm Doug Edwards, business manager of Steamfitters Local 601, and we're proud to support Primetime Preps. Like to work with your hands? Don't feel like college is your thing? Steamfitters Local 601 offers a 5-year registered apprenticeship. By taking an apprenticeship, you will avoid college debt and earn while you learn. Upon completion, you can expect to earn a 6-figure salary with great benefits, including a pension. We make it easy to apply. Visit steam601.org. Apply today and start a better future for you and your family. Thank you.
Is that way on their official program?
So a 42-yard touchdown drive capped off by Latif Love's touchdown run. And Whitefish Bay now a 2-score lead. Cedarburg to get the ball for the first time here in this second half. On the run. Skula nearly pulled down from behind. I did not see a flag there for a horse collar tackle, but takes it out to the, or Peterman, I should say, takes it out to the 35-yard line. Let's head downstairs once again to Mike McGivern.
So, guys, I've known Matt McDowell, the head football coach at Cedarburg, for a while when he was the head coach at Kettle. And he used to talk about, look, we're a big family. We're a family. That's what we do here. Well, look around. This coaches, wives, mom, mother-in-law, father-in-law, kids, grandkids, they're all here because Matt believes family. Let's just get everybody together, have some fun. And you look around, all the kids playing back there. It is really family here at Cedarburg, and that's what Coach believes. Back to you, boys.
Certainly is a family, and that went into the decision to take this job. Really felt comfortable here, loved the community. Said this is where he wanted to get started here. They dump it outside. A nice gain, one of the bigger gains of the night for Cedarburg. Looks like it was Ryan Lemke on that reception. Here's our scoring summary brought to you by Carthage College. It was a 5-play, 58-yard drive brought down on the touchdown run by Latif Love.
Well, that kickoff return really set up that whole sequence for them.
2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Ball at their own 42-yard line. Ebenhoff working from the pistol. Dumps it out here, wide open here. The near side was Pascula, still on his feet to the 40. Takes a defender down with the right shoulder into Whitefish Bay territory. Reggie Hart finally got him out to the boundary. A little emotion there by the 6'2", Pascula. Watch this move right there. Might be a candidate for our hit of the game tonight. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Doesn't have to be a defensive hit.
Right. Pascula certainly has been laying out some hits while he's on defense as well.
Deepest penetration for Cedarburg tonight at the Whitefish Bay 36-yard line. Swinging it out, Ryan Lemke. Gain of 9 inside the 30-yard line. Jack Lodel there to make the tackle. So Cedarburg starting to get some momentum, starting to get into a rhythm here.
And Whitefish Bay is giving those receivers quite a big cushion.
2nd and 1 from the Blue Duke 27-yard line. Showing a little bit of wildcat. Bring Ebenhoff back in to take the snap. He'll swing it out. It's thrown short. And it is intercepted or an incomplete pass. Let's see.
Intercepted.
They're going to call it an interception. George Frieder, who's having a pretty good ball game tonight.
Catching all the balls, whether he's on offense or defense.
Able to come away with the interception. It's a question whether or not that ball hit the turf. And he gathered it in. Did a good job cradling that ball. Did not move. Nice pick.
Certainly shielded the official from being able to see it as well.
And that ends the drive by Cedarburg just as they were getting momentum here offensively. Stay tuned later in the game for our play of the game. That's brought to you by All-American Youth Football League, the future of high school football. aayfl.org for more information. Nothing in the backfield that time. Tried to give it to Tosin Kolawali. He will lose yardage back inside the 15-yard line.
And the turf monster kind of reached up and grabbed him that time.
Second and 14 for the Blue Dukes. Hart split out to the left side. Give it to Love. Love with a hole, and he is gone. Across midfield, Lati Love is going to get to the end zone. Let's see where they mark it. In for the touchdown, yes, sir. 86-yard run. Lati Love, the junior, motored around that right side, and once he got past the linebackers, he was gone. "86 yards to the house." Extra point by Yarzma is up, and it is good. 21-0. They capitalize on the turnover as they get the interception. 2 plays later, Lati Love runs it in. One more look here. What a nice block.
That was number 54, taking
Ziegler.
Yep. Gaben Ziegler.
One of the players we featured in the pregame tonight. Outstanding athlete, 6'4", 235, the junior left guard. On the pole that time. Excellent lacrosse player.
You could see the free safety, Simon Samoran, really gave a great effort coming in his free safety position. Unfortunately, just caught him right at the goal line.
Well, listen to Mike McGivern tomorrow morning starting at 9 for the Varsity Blitz High School Sports Show presented by your local Pick and Save stores. He's going to talk with head football coach at Carthage College, Matt Papino, Patrick Schuster from the Greendale AAYFL group, and Jake Walter, coach here at Whitefish Bay. A few players from Whitefish Bay will also be in the studio. That's tomorrow morning starting at 9 on Fox Sports 920 or the iHeart Radio app. Milwaukee Building and Construction Trades Council kickoff. This will be a line drive kick into the turf. Picked up by Pascula. Across the 30. Out to the 32-yard line. Well, let's see how the Bulldogs respond here. They had gotten into a nice rhythm that last drive, but the Frieder interception ended that drive. There's the scoring summary brought to you by Carthage College. Your turn to make waves. 2 plays, 86 yards. Lati Love making waves on that 86-yard run. Evan off from the pistol. Fakes to Rundy. Dancing around. Throws it outside, swings it out to the far side to Brian Ranson. Freshman wide receiver, Jack Lodell, excuse me. No, it is.
Oh, make the tackle.
Brian Ranson with that catch. Lodell there on the stop. Ranson, a freshman. 8 carries for 119 yards for Frosch. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 from the 38. And off again, going to the air, and that ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, trying to swing it out. Ethan Paulson, the intended target, but that got tipped at the line. is Naz Nash, using that 6'3" frame to climb the ladder that time and knock it down. He's had a great season so far. 11 solo tackles, 14 and a half total tackles with a sack.
Interception as well.
Yeah, he's filling up the stat sheet. Go empty. Swing it out here near side. Complete the pass. Peterman with the catch. Should have enough for the first down out at the 47-yard line. George Frieder, who had that interception earlier, there to make the stop.
First and 10, Bulldogs.
Again, taking advantage of that cushion that secondary has been giving Cedarburg here.
Yeah, you've got that lead now, so you just don't want to give them anything deep. Keep that ball in front of you. Run time.
3 receivers to the right side. Single back in the backfield is Rundy. Fake to Rundy. Evanoff. It's out of the way of his blocker. Swings it out here to the near side. Ryan Lemke down the near sideline and out of bounds near the 27-yard line. Reggie Hart again ran him to the boundary, but another big gain just as they started that last drive, getting some momentum offensively.
Well, Lemke with good size. He's 6'4", 240.
Ball's on the 27-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Bulldogs.
Marquette at the 27. First and 10, Cedarburg. Again, empty backfield. Stack 2 receivers here to the near side. They'll go trips to the far side. Quick toss. Far side complete to Ranson, the freshman. He'll get 5 yards out of it. Down about the 22-yard line. Dylan Keene, the strong safety, making the stop.
Be second down and 5.
.5:20 to go here in the third. Trying to answer the Whitefish Bay 2 scores here, trying to climb back into this ball game. Now they'll go 4 receivers here to the near side. They'll break that out with Rundy coming back into the backfield. Evanoff with time, going to the corner pylon. Incomplete. Looking for Simon Sumerin. Sumerin, the 6'2 senior. D.D. Brimley out there in coverage. Pair of 2s out there.
Whitefish Bay had to replace both of their corners for this evening, we've mentioned. Mace Maston as well as Marcus Weber out, so D.D. Brimley has been filling in as well as George Frieder. You know, we've seen him on both sides of the ball having an impact on this game.
Well, now 3rd and 5 for Cedarburg at the Whitefish Bay 22-yard line. Rundy is the single back. Ranson lined up in a slot here to the near side. And pressure gets to Evanoff to the 30. Caben Ziegler, the defensive end. That is his 2nd sack this season, first of the night. Thwarts the drive.
Well, the Whitefish Bay coaches talk about Ziegler being very disruptive, and you saw that play out on that 3rd down.
Let's see what Matt McDonald wants to do here. 4th and 13, down 21 points. Appears to be going for it here. They'll take Peterman and Sumerin, line them up to the far side, along with tight end. Evanoff on 4th down. Looking for Lemke, the tight end, makes the catch inside the 10, breaks a tackle at the 5, down to the 3-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and they get 27 yards out of it. Reggie Hart finally there to make the stop. It'll set up a 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they had trips set to their right side. Whitefish Bay Sometimes you get lulled to sleep with that trips formation. You forget that tight end on the backside.
Ryan Lemke, a couple of nice catches on this drive. First and goal from the 4 in the Bryant and Stratton College red zone for the first time tonight. Rundy, line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Down to the 4-yard line, wrestled down by Robert Grano.
Cedarburg being much more disciplined this quarter in terms of you're seeing movement by that Whitefish Bay defense. We're not getting that overreaction by the offensive line of Cedarburg.
Second and goal from the 4.
Sure, offensive coordinator Dom Capazzo likes to see that happen.
There's your Notre Dame backfield there. They'll give it to Rundy. Rundy springs to the goal line. Touchdown, the Bulldogs. Steamfitters 601 touchdown for Rundy. And Cedarburg on the board here with 2:50 to go in the third. Jacob Rundy. Second rushing touchdown of the season. Aiden McCoy on to add the extra point. Nick Zarnecki is the long snapper. Landon Teasdale, the holder.
A year ago, McCoy was 41 for 43 on his extra points as he earned second team all-conference honors in the North Shore Conference.
Gets this one up and through. 21-7. 2:50 to go here in the third. We'll step out. Primetime Preps in Cedarburg tonight. And the Bulldogs give their home fans something to cheer about. 21-7 when we come back. My 24 proud to carry all 5 Wisconsin Lutheran College home football games this season. Coverage of the Warriors' homecoming game against Concordia University Falcons begins Saturday at 5:30 right here on My 24. Well, Cedarburg back in this ball game, going on an 8-play, 67-yard drive. Rundy able to cap it off with the 4-yard run. Our scoring summary brought to you by Carthage College. Milwaukee Building and Construction Trades Council. Onside kick, and it's recovered by Lemke.
Mr. Weiser, you called that one before they ever lined up to kick.
We were in the break, and I said, what do you think? Onside kick? It was touched by the Blue Dukes and picked up by Lemke, so the offense goes back to work for Cedarburg. Evanoff will lead them back out to the field. They'll stack 2 receivers, put 4 on that other side. They get the Cedarburg ball back in there now. So from the Blue Duke 46-yard line. Stacked 2 by 2, top of the screen. Send Rundy out. Swing it out to Rundy. Look out for the double pass. He's going to throw it downfield. Man wide open. Makes the catch inside the 20. Penalty marker down. The lateral back to Rundy, and then Rundy tossed it downfield to Peterman.
And Rundy earlier in the season threw a touchdown pass.
For now, the ball marked at the 18-yard line, but there was a flag on the play. The officials are huddling up. Now I wonder if
both penalties are on Whitefish Bay.
Well, or was it a pass interference on a pick, perhaps? Blindside block.
That was one of those players out there in the quad set came back.
I don't know if we'll see it on the replay or not. But again, there's the lateral, and then Rundy right there, yeah. Yep. The blindside block.
Well-designed play.
Yes.
That's going to make it a first down.
So they'll move it back inside the Cedarburg 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39. So 1st and 25. Again, great concept. Excellent play call there. Just unfortunate with that block, with that lineman pulling, catching that, what is really a helpless defender at that point, not seeing it coming.
I think Coach McDonald's trying to state his case to the side official there that it was head was in front.
That's what you're looking for. Yeah. So 1st and 25. Again, Evanoff thrown behind Peterman that time, incomplete. There is another flag down. Late hit. Oh, sideline warning. The reason I chuckle at that is all the stuff that's going on, and then you get a sideline warning. It's like, hey, maybe pay attention to what's going on between the hashes instead of what's going on the sideline.
Sometimes it might be that they're hearing a little chatter from the coaches. The easiest way to try to legislate that, make that call.
2nd and 25 from their own 39. Now empty it out. Yep, 3 to the top of the screen, stack 2 down below. Evanoff waiting, and again overthrowing Peterman. He was open for a second, then a double clutch allowed the defender to close in. That was Frieder. George Frieder's played very well at that corner tonight.
Right, he's filled in well, as has D.D. Brimley. He's been active on the other side.
That penalty really hurts now because you're facing a 3rd and 25. Mike, what do you have?
So the coaching staff here at Cedarburg really wanted to know why that was called. And on that double pass, and they were not taking the answer very well, had a couple of comments. That's where the warning came from, boys.
All right, thank you, Mike. Twins on either side here. Rundy the single back. Evanoff under pressure, and down he goes. 2nd sack of the game for the Blue Duke defense. That was Tosin Kolawale back in the lineup tonight. And he gets the 2nd sack by that Blue Duke defense.
As we mentioned, he got hurt halfway through that Madison Memorial game, first game back, so they're really glad to have him back in action.
So the onside kick and then the huge penalty, a blindside block, taking away what was a great play call that would have had him inside the 20-yard line. Bulldogs will now punt. Pascula will kick it away. High floating kick. Will bounce at the 20. Takes a forward bounce to the 25-yard line.
Nice hang time that time on that.
Nice 45-yard punt. So under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Well, Cedarburg defense now has to go to work. Shut down this offense and get that ball back. Bulldogs will be at West Bend East, I should say, next week. Then they'll host Homestead in 2 weeks. The Blue Dukes next week will host Slinger. Yep. That will be an interesting contest.
Slinger locked in a tight game tonight with Nicolay.
Yes, they are. As T. Love with the carry and not much there. Good defensive surge that time. Limited him to 2 yards on that carry. He had that 86-yard run. Put them up 21-0 at that point. Chase Walter, oldest son of head coach Jake Walter. Starting quarterback the last couple of seasons, a junior.
Very fine pitcher.
Mm-hmm. T. Love around the left side. Get pulled down from behind at the 32, and that will end our third quarter. 21-7, we got us a ball game here heading into the fourth. A tight one here in the North Shore Conference, a pair of 1-1 teams. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this on My 24.
It's all on Milwaukee's CW18. Follow CW18 Milwaukee on Facebook and Twitter for all of the latest. And now, get on your feet, make some noise as the My24 sports team does a Gruber Loves Primetime Preps t-shirt toss.
Little jump around here by the Cedarburg student section tonight, heading into the fourth quarter with Mike McGivern and Terry Kelly. John Weiser with you from Cedarburg High School, 21-0, Whitefish Bay. Big third down here. They get the first down and more out across the 45-yard line. T. Love starting to carry this team on his back. Lucas Peterman there on the stop.
You know, once again, a case where they blitzed that backer, the right inside backer, shot him through, but he was behind the play, wasn't able to catch up, and once again they run that power through that guard tackle slot.
Gain of 16 and a first down at the 46-yard line. On the reverse here. Olawale, nothing doing there. They've had some success. This time the defense was ready. Reggie Welsh able to track him down for a loss back to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Reggie Welsh. He's had 10 solos, 13 total. Got a sack, 3 tackles for loss. Another one to add to his list there.
Well, Mr. Hart has been quiet here of late. Let's see if they try and find him here on 2nd and 15. He's lined up in a man coverage down below here. No, they're going to give it to Latif Love. And again, back to the original line of scrimmage to the 46-yard line. We'll get those 5 yards back. Once again, Welsh there on the stop.
Another key third down play for Cedarburg. They need to force a punt. Continue to get back in the game. Could see Ryan Lemke flash into the backfield, throw the timing off a little bit on that play.
D.D. Brimley in now at a split end position for Whitefish Bay. We'll bring Lewis here to the near side. Olawale and Brimley split out to the top of your screen. Blitz coming. They try and set up the screen, and it's dropped. Oh, they had the right play call. They sent everybody that time. Set up the screen pass. And Latif Love, who's had such a great game so far, just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that was a perfect call in that situation. It was interesting to see Reggie Welsh go up to Mr. Love and kind of say, hey, I'm sorry. You know, it wasn't a case where he was taunting or anything. It's like he was apologizing for things having gone wrong.
Watch for a blocked punt here. They nearly got it. And this will take a Blue Duke bounce inside the 10, and they'll get there and cover it at the 3. Once again, George Frieder getting down on special teams to cover it up. And he is down, I believe.
Oh, cramps. You can see trying to get his legs.
Let's try now. Time now for our Admirals hit of the game, brought to you by the Milwaukee Admirals. And it's that sack by Caven Ziegler on Alex Evanoff. Thwarted the drive. That is our Milwaukee Admirals hit of the game tonight. Milwaukee Admiral hockey just around the corner. UW Panther Arena. Still working on Frieder. Let's head downstairs. Mike, what do you have?
Hey guys, Staff Sergeant Galvez from the U.S. Marine Corps. You've got somebody who's committed to come to the U.S. Marine Corps playing tonight.
That's right. His name is Sean Seiler, number 76, plays for Cedarburg. We're very excited to have this young man continue and develop in this journey into becoming a United States Marine.
Hey, how long have you been part of the U.S. Marine Corps?
I've been in for about 8 years.
Yeah, how much longer are you going to continue, or is it something you may end soon?
So the plan is to retire at 20 years, but who knows what the future holds.
I appreciate your service. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You bet. Back to you, boys.
Mike, thank you. Frieder back under his own power.
Can't tell, though, whether he's got a cramp or whether he perhaps pulled a calf muscle trying to get down there to cover that punt.
But he did an excellent job as he downed it inside the 2-yard line. And that's where Cedarburg's backed up.
See how close that was, a case where the punter, Eels Jarsma, was taking a long time on the punt, almost got blocked, but the end result put Cedarburg up against their own goal line.
Evanoff, empty backfield from his own end zone. Rolling out, has to get rid of it. Completes the pass. Nick Zarnecki, extra tight end out there, makes his first grab tonight. The 6'3", 210-pound junior, brought down by Mark Banks.
He's out to the 70-yard line. First and 10.
Move it out to the 17. and a first down, an Adam first down as we take another look. Just enough behind the linebacking core and in front of the secondary that time. So again, they'll go empty. Evanoff flushed out of the pocket, dumps it downfield, trying to get there, and it's intercepted at the 40-yard line. Reggie Hart with the pick, second interception by the Blue Duke defense tonight.
Coaching staff, defensive coordinator Aaron Shane, as well as head coach Jake Walter, talk about what a hard worker Reggie Hart is. Kind of an inspiration for the whole team.
Hart able to get up there and high point that football. Take it away from Pascula, the intended target. Now the Blue Dukes will take over at the Cedarburg 39-yard line, their second takeaway tonight. And with 9 minutes to go, chance to put Cedarburg in a deep hole. Play action fake, they're going to air it out. Wide open is Hart. Touchdown! Blue Dukes. Reggie Hart snuck out around that wide side. There was nobody within Washington County to try and come and get him.
Well, we know that, they lost cornerback Eli Lemke very early in the game.
Look at how wide open he is.
Yeah, busted coverage. You can see the free safety looking at the corner. Whose man was that?
Sudden change turns into a sudden score. And the extra point got through. 28-7. And there is a penalty marker after the kick. And one more look. The over-the-shoulder catch by Reggie Hart, the senior. Great play call by Jake Walter. Go for that sudden change, and so the extra point is good. We've got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty here against Whitefish Bay.
Move the kickoff back.
Yep. Got a final now. Kickoff earlier this evening. Muskego defeats Arrowhead 21-17.
Muskego had that loss the first game of the season.
That Classic 8 conference just...
Oh, it's a grinder.
Oh, it is. It is something else.
You got McWanago in there.
Who we will see next week.
Yes, against Pewaukee. Oconomowoc has come back from a good year last year. Has been doing well so far this season.
Saw your scoring summary there, brought to you by Carthage College. 39-yard touchdown strike. Chase Walter to Reggie Hart. So with the penalty, the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, will move the kickoff back to the 25-yard line. So Cedarburg should come away with good field position. However, under 9 minutes to go and you're down 3 scores.
Two enemies now, the clock as well as Whitefish Bay.
Yep. Kick this one away. Lucas Peterman across the 25. Makes a couple of tackles, takes it out to the 40-yard line. Good field position here for the Bulldogs. Brought down on the play by Finn Sproul on special teams.
With under 9 minutes to play, Cedarburg doesn't have much choice other than to start airing it out.
Coming up following the game, stay tuned for our United States Marine Corps Player of the Game presentation brought to you by the United States Marines. couple of interesting candidates tonight.
Yes, yes.
Might have to take a vote. Last week was unanimous.
Right. There might be a hanging Chad involved in the vote somewhere along tonight.
Yeah. Rundy, the single back, 3 receivers here to the near side. 1st and 10 from the 40. Evanoff under pressure. Gets it away, completes to Lemke. 85, Ryan Lemke, the tight end. He's had a nice night tonight. Made his presence felt with a couple of nice catches. D.D. Brimley there with the tackle.
You can see Ryan Lemke, since he's playing both ways, his calves are starting to tighten up as well.
Well, thank goodness the rain has held off. Talk about rain and possible thunderstorms moving through here in the second half, but so far it's been dry. Evanoff in traffic completes the pass. Lucas Peterman with the catch. Down to the 41-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. Brought down by Bo Barrett.
They've got Zarnecki coming in now for Ryan Lemke. You can see Lemke's having a difficult time. Legs cramping up.
2nd and 5 from the Whitefish Bay 42-yard line. Summerin in now. He's a wide receiver here on the near side, along with Brian Ranson, the freshman. Pressure coming, has to get it away, and he does. He's able to get it away to avoid the sack. Ball made it past the line of scrimmage. Officials are going to talk about it. No.
Have to see a replay to see if that ball didn't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought it did. That's why when he threw it away, I thought,
okay,
it's part of that rule where as long as it gets past the line of scrimmage. There was no receiver out there.
Well,
so
you can see where the down marker was.
Yeah. He wasn't out of the tackle box. Might have been. I don't know. Again, that's the other defining area that between the hashes. Evanoff trying to go deep down the sideline looking for Peterman. Incomplete. Covered on the play by Frieder.
Yeah.
Frieder 3 pass breakups tonight to go with that interception and a couple of tackles for Frieder tonight. So 4th down. Have to go for it here. Need to get to the 37-yard line of Whitefish Bay. That grounding penalty really hurt not only the yardage but the loss of down.
Yeah, with just about 7.5 minutes to go, you really have to go for it. You don't have an option here.
Penalty markers at the snap, looking for Lemke. Jump ball. It's broken up, incomplete. Hart able to get in front and knock it away. I think we didn't have enough on the line of scrimmage. They can decline the penalty since it was incomplete. Blue Dukes will take over. Again, we'll take a look. Good job by Hart to stay with Lemke and knock it away. The Blue Dukes now with a chance to run it out.
Well, if you are a head coach, Matt McDonald, and along with his offensive coordinator, Dom Capazzo, your offensive line has held up better most of the evening on pass protection. There have only been a couple sacks, and they got away from all those silly penalties that were hurting them in the first half.
The T. Love around the left side. Penalty marker down as he takes it down to the 34-yard line. This will be a holding call. Flag thrown by the umpire. That's usually an indication it's a holding call.
Call is a holding against the Blue Dukes.
So from the spot of the foul, they will mark it off. Bring up a 1st and 15 from midfield. Yeah, Whitefish Bay, they've got Slinger next week at home. Then they travel to West Bend West. Final meeting as conference members.
Right, the two West Bend schools leave the North Shore.
Yeah. Menominee Falls and Wisconsin Lutheran High School will come into the North Shore next season. West Bend School is going into a newly formed conference, the Glacier Trail Conference.
And holding call is going to make it first down 15.
Of course, that other realignment, Oak Creek moving out of the Southeast Conference. They're taking on Franklin tonight. What might be the last time they'll face each other as conference foes for the helmet game tonight. Series that's been dominated by Lewis Brown and the Franklin Sabres through the years. Not much there on 1st and 15.
Short run.
Kelly on the carry. Franklin going to the Classic 8. Oak Creek moving to the Greater Metro. Southeast Conference will be down to 7 teams. Beloit will leave the Southern Lakes. They'll be down to 7 teams in league play, so they'll be playing crossovers starting next year. Something the Greater Metro and Classic 8 have done the last couple of seasons.
Once again, it's a shame. You're almost penalizing good schools because they have to go play against another very strong conference. You can see Walter trying to run as much time as he can.
T. Love bouncing off tackles, takes it outside. Down to the 32-yard line. 18-yard run by T. Love. 5'9", 170-pound junior. Another look. Keeps that center of the body low. Makes him tough to bring down. One of our candidates for player of the game tonight.
Yeah, Whitefish Bay has had a number of players step up tonight.
Well, that was the question mark. Would these guys step up with the injuries to a couple of key players? I think they've accounted themselves very well tonight. Kelly taking it down to the 26-yard line. Gain of about 6. Pascula there to make the stop. Yeah, they will host Slinger next week, the Blue Dukes, at West Bend West, and they'll take on Nicolay and finish off the season at Hartford, week 9. Well, for the Bulldogs, they'll head to West Bend East next week, and a pair of home games against Homestead and Hartford, and they will finish up the season at Slinger. So it's not going to get any easier. 3 of those last 4 ball games for Cedarburg. Try and get themselves playoff eligible. 2nd and 5 from the 27. This is Finn Sproul back inside the 20. Should have enough for an Adam first down, and that will keep the clock rolling here. Looks like it was Grady Tom there on the stop. In there now at a defensive line position.
The carry is out to the 19-yard line. The first down 10.
Makes it into the Bryant and Stratton College red zone. Every time a team gets inside the 20, they're in the Bryant and Stratton College red zone. Get this snap off with under 4 minutes to go. Blue Dukes will get to 2-1 in the league. 3-2 overall. Have some momentum going to that game against Slinger. Slinger was in a tussle with Nicolay tonight. It's a close ball game, one-score game, the third quarter of that game.
New head coach at Nicolay, James Becker, a defensive-minded coach.
Already reported Muskego defeated Arrowhead tonight. Marquette and Oconomowoc were in a tight one. Halftime of their ball game, last we saw. 2nd and 10 from the 19. Keep it on the ground. Breaks free inside the 5. Touchdown, Blue Dukes.
Touchdown, Whitefish Bay.
Finn Sproul, the senior, able to get it into the end zone and put an exclamation point on this victory tonight for Whitefish Bay.
Yeah, Finn Sproul with the injuries got moved up into that second slot and running back.
Similar play that we've seen Latif Love run tonight. So a 55-yard drive capped off by Sproul's touchdown, and the extra point is good.
And the kick is good.
And we will take our break. 2:55 remaining here in Cedarburg. 35-7 Whitefish Bay on My 24. An elite squad of detectives investigates the high-profile crime and corruption in Metro Toronto. Crack the case with the series premiere of Law & Order Toronto, Criminal Intent, Wednesday night at 7 on CW 18. This is Peterman, has a seam to the 35-yard line.
Well, both head coaches wanted to mention that they want to give a lot of credit to their staff. There's a good number of guys with Coach Walter who have been with him almost from the very beginning. Paul Rathkamp, his O-line coach, has been with him 12 years. Aaron Shane, the D coordinator, has been with him 8. John Whitehead works with the defensive line, has also had 11 years. Kyle Doby, the running backs coach, 7 years. And Zach Buskey, linebacker coach, 7 years. And Coach McDonald wanted to acknowledge how much sacrifice some of his coaches make working late shifts, extra shifts, so they have time to come to practice.
New quarterback in there will keep it, takes it out to the 45-yard line. Don't have a name to go with that number 12.
Yeah, we saw him warming up with Evanhoff at halftime and went to see the coaches, and they said that he must be brought up from the JV squad. They didn't have him either.
It's unfortunate. I like to let everybody know who that is. Did that nice run. Now going to put it up in the air. Going to scramble here to the near side, and he'll get to the sideline at midfield.
The scramble will be gain 5. Will be second down 5.
Stay tuned following our game. We'll have the presentation of the Champions Trophy. That's brought to you by Marquette University. Be the difference. Difference tonight, a couple of turnovers that turned into 14 points tonight for Whitefish Bay.
Excellent kickoff return as well.
Yep, special teams. The snap gets past the quarterback. He'll fall on it back at the 36-yard line.
Whitefish Bay's offensive line was able to control the line of scrimmage. The fill-ins in the defensive backfield for Whitefish Bay have also played very well tonight. So a real team victory for the Blue Dukes.
Bulldogs will fall to 1-2 in the conference. 1-4 overall, and another sack. Bringing him down on the play, that was Brady Sievert. We'll set up fourth down here. So it's on to West Bend East for Cedarburg next week. Try and get back in the win column, and then three tough ones to end the year. A pair of home games against Homestead and Hartford, and then travel to Slinger to wrap up the regular season. Fourth down, pass is dropped. Intended for Cameron Strum. And the Blue Dukes will take over on downs with 53 seconds to go. A knee or two, and they will head back to school 2-1 in the North Shore.
Journey down I-43 will be much more pleasant.
Through the construction.
Going home after a victory.
Well, they overcame injuries to some key starters tonight. I think we were told before the game 11 different starters
have missed time.
Yeah.
Hats off to Coach Walter and his staff.
Kept the team focused and had something tonight. Something to prove. One more snap, and that'll do it. Whitefish Bay heads to Cedarburg, knocks off the Bulldogs tonight, 35-7. They get a couple of interceptions, a big touchdown run by Lati Love. They turn those interceptions into scores and dominate Cedarburg here tonight. They get to 3-2 overall. 2-1 in the league, while Cedarburg falls to 1-2 in North Shore Conference play, 1-4 overall. Stay tuned. We'll have our post-game report. We'll hand out our Player of the Game award, brought to you by the United States Marines, and we'll also have the Champions Trophy, brought to you by Marquette University. All that coming up in our post-game right after this on My 24.
You got it. Hold on.
Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes with a 35-7 victory over the Cedarburg Bulldogs tonight to get to 2-1 in the North Shore and to get over the 500 mark at 3-2 overall. Let's head downstairs. Time now for our United States Marine Corps Player of the Game Award. Here's Mike McGivern.
Hey, guys, thank you very much. Our U.S. Marine Player of the Game rushed for just under 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, had a catch for 9, and he comes over. I said, hey, well done. He goes, yeah, thanks. That was a lot of fun. Man, that offensive line did a nice job tonight. Yeah. I know the boys behind me think so.
It all starts with the O-line. I'm just following my big guys up front.
It sounds like what a U.S. Marine would say.
That is exactly right, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, so carrying the ball, catching the ball, little all of it. What do you like better?
I like doing what my team needs most in the moment. Hey, no. On that 3rd and long, I knew we needed a short pass. I just ran my route.
There you go.
Did what I need to do for the team.
Hey, you need me to get you a homecoming date or anything? You're live on TV now. Yeah?
I might need that.
Chief Love needs a homecoming date. I can tell you what, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. He is our U.S. Marine Player of the Game. And I got to tell you, the way he answers those questions, man, he would look awfully good in a Marine uniform for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir.
Okay, team. Yeah, I don't know. He's looking at us. Maybe not. Boys, back to you.
All right, Mike T. Love, our player of the game from Whitefish Bay High School. And here's his highlight package tonight. There's that little pass catch he made to get that first down, as he was talking about. That short pass. Gets a pat on the back. Well, this run right here, where he just burst to his right, took it in, first of his 2 touchdowns tonight. And, of course, big one in the second half, 86-yard touchdown run right here.
Turns the speed on, and he's gone. Cedarburg's trying to catch him and almost does, but just at the goal line he crosses.
17 carries, 197 yards, and a pair of rushing touchdowns, and that one catch for 9 yards. T. Love, our United States Marine Corps Player of the Game. 35-7 Whitefish Bay over Cedarburg tonight. Now it's time for our Champions Trophy presentation. That's brought to you by Marquette University. Be the difference. Once again, here's Mike McGivern.
I'll tell you what, man, Coach Walter, one of my favorite, he said, hey, look, Latif's not the only guy in this team that needs help getting a homecoming date. I love that. I'll tell you what, hey, I got a couple of these guys in studio through tomorrow. This is one of them. You feel pretty good about where this team is at, huh?
Yeah, I think we played great football. I think we just need to keep going and keep elevating our game.
Amen to that. I tell you, hey, well-spoken players here. Coach, a lot of injuries, and you said, look, it's next man up. We make no excuses in Whitefish Bay. We play hard. We go to win, and it's got to be the next guy up, and that's how we coach it up. You got to feel pretty good about how some of these players stepped up tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a couple of rough weeks here with different guys going down at different moments, but this is the first year in a while we've actually had a lot of depth from sophomores through seniors, and everyone that gets their opportunity is definitely stepping up, and that's all you can ask for.
Hey, Coach, what is it like having your son play quarterback? I coached my son in basketball, and there were times that it was difficult for us. I was the adult in the room, and I had to make some adjustments. I wasn't his coach 24/7. I've known this young man a long time. Looking forward to getting him in studio through tomorrow. But how is that going for you guys?
It's pretty good. I think sometimes when we're on defensive practice, he tries to stay away from me for a little bit. I know some of these guys wanted to see, he's not any different than any of these other guys. I treat him just like everyone else. When he makes a mistake, I get on him just like everyone else. There's no I'm not taking any favorites or anything. They know everybody here's got to work their butt off for us to succeed, and he's done a really good job with that too.
Man, he got taller than you all of a sudden. I'm like, man, where did that happen? Plus, he throws the ball better than you did.
Whoa, how about that?
Look, if I remember right.
You need to come to practice because I drop dimes all the time. He's always got.
Hey, hold on. Who do you think throws the ball better, you or your dad?
No, definitely me, definitely.
Hey, did you ever throw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball?
I did not.
No, he's throwing 90 miles. I could take him deep.
For a touchdown, and Reggie had to come back for it.
I could. Oh. Hey guys, 9 o'clock tomorrow, 10 o'clock tomorrow on Fox Sports 920. I got a bunch of these guys coming in. Going to talk Blue Dukes. Congratulations. Good to see you again, Coach. Congrats. Yeah, good luck next week against Slinger, boys.
Champions Trophy brought to you by Marquette University. Be the difference. Blue Dukes were the difference tonight, 35-7 over the Bulldogs. Stay tuned. We'll have our play of the game presentation. A final word from Cedarburg High School right after this on My 24. Welcome back to Cedarburg High School, where tonight the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes on the road take down Cedarburg 35-7 to get to 2-1 in the North Shore Conference. Let's take a look at tonight's play of the game. That's brought to you by the AAYFL. And coincidentally,
guess who?
Yes, T. Love. That 86-yard touchdown run is our play of the game tonight. Said great effort by the defense to try and chase him down, but too much of a head start. And 86 yards later, Mr. Love is in the end zone. Again, our play of the game brought to you by the AAYFL. Support the All-American Youth Football League, the future of high school football. Go to aayfl.org for more information. Big thank you tonight to all of our sponsors who bring us Primetime Preps each and every week. Gruber Law Offices, Marquette University, the All-American Youth Football League, the Auto Dealers Association of Mega Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Admirals, the Bryant and Stratton College, Carthage College, Current Electric, Milwaukee Building and Construction Trades Council, Menards, Steamfitters 601, the United States Army, and the United States Marines. Don't forget tonight's game will replay on My 24. Tomorrow, I have it at 4 o'clock here in my book, but that might be a little bit earlier than that. But I have it at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Next week, our Primetime Preps brings you a Classic 8 conference matchup. And next Friday, 6:30, as we'll take on the Mukwonago and Pewaukee from Pewaukee. Pregame show at 6:30, and then a 7 o'clock kickoff from Pewaukee. Big thank you to all of our My24 sports crew tonight for bringing us this high school football game, and a special thanks to Andy Spitzer on stats and Sean Raffaelli, our spotter tonight. Mike McGivern, our sideline reporter. Terry Kelly up in the booth with me, John Weiser. Thanks for watching tonight. It was Whitefish Bay over Cedarburg, 35-7. Hope to see you again next week, part of Primetime Preps on My24. Good night from Cedarburg.